Hi everybody, welcome to the last class of the week, first class of the month. We're coming to our end of our 6th week of the lockdown, which is a little bit weird. Because obviously I've kept saying that I've had to change quite a lot of exercises, so with the help of a friend I've decided to put in a new mantra for May, which is do as I say, not as I do. And I'll still explain for you all of the full exercises, so I hope that's okay. Drop me a comment below and let me know how you're finding the sessions and how your week has been. Let's get started. So we're going to do our neck stretches before we start. So same as we have done before, just tilting the head over to the side. Take your hand onto the side of your head. Reach the arm nice and long, just taking a few breaths in and out here. Releasing the hand off, lifting up, tilting to the other side. Bring that hand across the head, pulling down, reach the arm away. One more time on each side, tilt over, take the arm across, reaching away. Last time, tilting over, bring the arm across, reach away. Good, from here we're going on to our breathing. So coming onto your back, knees bent, feet on the floor, relaxing the upper body down. So you want to have that nice curve underneath your lower back, got the knees in line with your hips, just resting the arms down beside you. And we're taking nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through a pursed lip. Breathing in and out. As you're taking those nice deep breaths in and out, I want you to think about the position of those hips. So you want to keep them nice and level. Imagine you've got a torch on each hip bone and they're shining up parallel to one another onto the ceiling. Keeping the weight evenly placed to your feet. Big toe, little toe and heel. We're staying nice and relaxed in the upper body. Get the shoulders away from the ears. The chest is nice and open. And just start to gently tighten your tummy. The next time that you breathe out, I want you to tuck your pelvis under, so you're flattening the lower back into the floor. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale to release out to neutral. Tucking under to flatten. Holding there. Releasing out. So that tucking under, trying to get a nice strong flat back position. You're using your pelvis and your tummy muscles to move. On this next one, we're holding our flat back position. So holding that flat back, don't let any space be between your lower back and the floor. And here's where we start to tighten the pelvic floor. So as you breathe out, you're tightening all the way in with the pelvic floor. Inhale to release. Exhale to tighten. Inhale to release. So you're thinking of the sensation of stopping a wee mid-flow. So as you're tightening, you should feel as though your tummy muscles are working harder and that your back is slightly flatter into the floor. We're going to halve this contraction. So 50% tightening in the pelvic floor as you exhale. Inhale to release. So we still want to keep the shoulders nice and relaxed and away from the ears. Chest is really open. And if you are feeling tense, just turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Pulling the tummy all the way down towards your spine. Keeping that weight evenly placed through your feet. So big toe, little toe and heel. We're halving one last time. So 20 to 25% tightening. So this should feel like a very gentle lifting. Something that you could sustain throughout any exercise if you needed to. It's just working in the background. That flat back position should feel nice and strong. Using your tummy muscles and your pelvic floor to help you to stay there. You're going to bring both legs up into tabletop. And from here, you're going to go into toe taps. You're tapping one toe down, lifting back up. Swap sides, tapping down and lift. Tapping down and lift. Keeping your flat back position. So using your tummy, use your pelvic floor. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. Nice deep breaths. Let's take two more on each side. Tap down and lift. Tap down and lift. One more each side. Tap down and lift. Tap down and lift. Bring both legs in towards your chest, so hug those knees in. Then we're going onto our backs for our stretch out through the spine. So you're taking both hands underneath the shoulders, both knees under your hips. Get that tummy nice and tightened. As you breathe out, we're going to tuck the pelvis under. So we're curving the back, arching the spine, dropping your head. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale to release out to your start position. The spine will follow. and your head is the last thing to lift. Tucking under to curve. Arching the back. Dropping the head, we hold. Releasing out through the spine. Piece by piece. Lifting the head. So we want to get lots of movement through the back. Working into each section piece by piece. So if you have any areas of your back that feel really stiff or sore, we're just slowing them down. Take your time to move through each part, vertebrae by vertebrae. Nice deep breaths. So as we're curving the back, you're pulling the tummy all the way in. As you release your start position, let those shoulders come away from the ears. We've got 2 more here. Tucking under to curve. Arching the back, dropping the head. We hold. Releasing out through the spine, piece by piece. Lifting the head. This is your last one. Tucking under to curve. Arching the back. Dropping the head. We hold. Releasing out through each section, piece by piece. Lifting the head. From here we're going to push ourselves back into a shell stretch. Bottom to the feet. Reach those arms out in front. Then we're on our sides for our chest opener. So as you're laying down, take your knees together, they're bent. Resting down, you can use a cushion underneath your head, arms are long, palm to palm. We're lifting the top arm up so your fingertips point to the ceiling. Take the head with you, twisting towards the opposite wall. Holding here to take your stretch. Lifting the arm back, up and over. Coming down palm to palm. The top arm lifts, fingertips point to the ceiling. Take the head with you, twisting away, holding here to take your stretch. Before lifting back, up and over, coming down palm to palm. So keep your legs glued together and grounded. We want to make sure that the twist is coming through your waist. The arm stays nice and long, so you're reaching from your fingertips all the way into your armpits. Looking at your hand for as long as you can. Keeping a good range of movement through the neck. Nice deep breath. We've got 2 more on this side, lifting up, fingertips to the ceiling. Take the head with you, twisting away. We hold. Lifting back up and over. Coming down palm to palm, last one. Fingertips to the ceiling. Take the head with you, twisting away. We hold. Before lifting up and over. Coming down palm to palm. From here we swap sides. So you can either roll over to face the other way or lay to the other end of your mat. Again, legs are together. Resting down, take those arms nice and long, palm to palm. Your top arm is lifting, fingertips point to the ceiling. Take the head with you, we're twisting away. Holding here to take a nice long stretch. Before lifting back, up and over. Coming down palm to palm. The top arm lifts, fingertips point to the ceiling. Take the head with you. We're twisting away. Holding here. Lift back up and over. Coming down palm to palm. So remember to keep those legs glued together and grounded. Get the twist through your waist. Get the arm nice and long so you're reaching from your fingertips all the way into your armpit. Looking at the hand for as long as you can. Because you're trying to keep a good range of movement in both sides of the neck. Nice deep breaths. We've got 2 more here. Lifting up. Taking the head with you, twisting away. We hold. Come back up and over. Palm to palm. This is your last one. We're lifting up, fingertips to the ceiling. Take the head with you. We're twisting away. Holding here. Lift back up and over. Coming down palm to palm. Roll onto your back. And take a full body stretch. And then we're going to bend the knees, place the feet on the floor. Remember to keep those knees in line with your hips, so they're not knocking, they're not splaying out. Arms begin resting down beside you. We're taking a deep breath in to nod the head, chin to chest. Exhale to lift the shoulders up from the floor. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale to control back down. Chin to chest. Lifting the shoulders, reaching the arms. We hold. Control back down. So we're using the tummy muscles to lift us. You're pulling the belly button all the way down. Got the nod of the head to keep the neck nice and relaxed. So thinking big nod of the head, then work the tummy to lift you. Nice deep breaths. You shouldn't be holding your breath at any point. Keeping those shoulders away from the ears. Use your pelvic floor. 2 more here, then we'll change the arms. Chin to chest. Lifting the shoulders, reaching the arms. We hold. Control, back down. Last one, chin to chest. Lifting the shoulders, we hold. Control, back down. So from here, we're still going to start with the same movement. Chin to chest, lifting the upper body. You're going to reach towards the foot on the same side as the hand. So you're hinging over, back to the center, down onto the mat, swapping sides, chin to chest, lifting up, leaning over, back to the center, down onto the floor. If you need to support the head here, you can, hands behind the head. Then you're just taking one arm away as you're reaching over and swapping sides each time. You're still using the tummy and the pelvic floor. Make sure you've got that chin to chest position to keep your neck nice and relaxed. Breathe. Let's take 2 more on each side. Chin to chest, we lift, reaching over, center and down, nod the head, lift, reach over, center and down. Let's take 2 more here, one more on each side. Nod the head, lift, reaching over, center and down. Last one, chin to chest, lift, reach over and down. Hug those knees in. From here, we're going to be going on to our fronts. Grab a drink if you need one. So we're laying on our fronts with our legs nice and long. Taking the arms about mat width apart and in line with the ears. Take a deep breath in to prepare. Exhale to push the nose forwards. Lift the head and the chest. Take a nice deep breath in to stay. Exhale to control back down. So the forearms are staying down. Push the nose forwards, lift the head and the chest. We hold. Control back down. So we want to be working up the back of the legs and into the bottom. And if at any point those legs, those feet start to cramp, you're just tucking the toes under. You're pulling the tummy in. So the bottom and the tummy are working together here to keep your back nice and strong. Keep the shoulders down. Chest is nice and open. Deep breaths. We've got 2 more here. Push the nose forwards, lift the head and the chest. We hold. Control back down. Last one. Push the nose forwards, lift the head and the chest. We hold. Control back down. So from here, you're taking your shell stretch back again, bottom to the feet, reaching those arms out in front. Then we're going on to our backs for the 100. If you need to grab a drink, then grab one now. So as you're coming onto your back, we're going to find a flattened position. Excuse excuse me. So nice and tucked under, and we've lost that gap underneath the lower spine. You're going to be bringing your legs up into a tabletop position, trying to keep your knees over your hips, so not too bent forwards and not too lengthened away. Think of the knee being above the hip if you can. So if your neck is really sore, leave your head resting down. If not, then you're going to nod the head, lift the shoulders, and bring your arms out nice and long. Palms are facing the floor. We're going to be beating the arms up and down for 100 repetitions. 5 as you breathe in, and 5 as you breathe out, which I'll count for you, so it will look like this. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. From there, both hands come behind the head, and we're going into 2 sets of 8, sitting up towards the legs. You're then dropping your head down, arms rest down beside you. You've got 2 sets of 8 of tipping the legs over to the side, releasing that hip, coming back into the centre, swapping sides, tipping over where that hip will release, back to the centre. Then we will hug those knees in and go into a full body stretch. I'll talk you through everything so that you know what's going on. So find that nice, strong, flat back position. So make sure that there is no gap underneath the lower spine. Bring your legs up into tabletop. And if you're lifting your upper body, nod the head and lift the shoulders. Lift arms are long with the palms facing the floor. And we inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tummy in, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pelvic floor, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tummy in, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Staying here, take your hands behind your head. We've got sit-ups for 8, 7, 6, breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more, 8, 7, 6. Tummies in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the head down there, bring the arms down beside you. The legs are tipping over to the side. Release that hip. Come back to the centre. Other side, tipping over. And centre. Tipping over. And centre. Ground the shoulders, tipping over. And centre. Deep breaths, tipping over. And centre, tipping over, and centre, breathe, tipping over, and centre, tipping over, and centre. You've got 8 more here, tipping over, and centre. Use your tummy, tipping over, and centre. Shoulders are relaxed, tipping over, and centre, tipping over, and centre. Last 4, tipping over, and centre, tipping over, and centre, tipping over, and centre. Last 1, tip over, and centre. Relax there and hug your knees in. Take a little rock from side to side. And then when you're ready, come into a full body stretch. Good, we're coming up to sitting. we're taking our stretches forward. So take the legs crossed. Doesn't matter which leg you have in front and which leg you have in behind, or how loosely your legs are crossed. So from here, we're going to start to walk the hands forwards, just as far as you can go, and then start to drop your head. Holding here, we're taking nice deep breaths in and out, really filling up the lungs, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Last one, breathing in. As you breathe out, walk those hands a little bit further forward. Same thing here, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Nice deep breath in. As you take your breath out, walk those hands forwards. Just holding here this time to breathe. Then just start to walk the hands back in. Bring yourself up to sitting. You're going to cross your legs the other way. So whichever leg you had in front should now be the one that's tucked under. Remember, you can keep the legs quite loosely crossed or keep them more tightly crossed if you'd prefer. Exactly the same thing. Walking those hands forwards. Holding that drop with the head. Deep breaths in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Nice deep breath in. Walking those hands further forward as you breathe out. And again, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Nice deep breath in. Walk those hands forwards. Just holding here to take your breaths. And just slowly walking yourself back up to sitting. Relaxing there. We're going into our twists. So again, sitting elbows comfortably. You can stay cross-legged or take your legs open. We're going to go back to sitting with the hands in towards the chest, but this time we're not going to fling the arm away. So we're going to keep them tucked in. So it's just your elbows pointing out. You will find here that your twist feels really small, okay? Just twist to where you can go. You're obviously stabilising through the legs because you sat on them. Sit tall and get those shoulders down. So we're just going to be going twist, twist and centre. Twist, twist and centre. So as you twist, take the head towards the elbow you're twisting towards. Twist, twist and centre. Deep breaths. Tummy stays nice and tightened. Just a nice little twist from each side. You still want that little pulse, but it will be smaller because there's no momentum, no movement through those arms. Keep the shoulders down. Twist, twist in. Twist, twist in. Two more each side. Twist, twist in. Twist, twist in. Last one each side. Twist, twist in. Twist, twist in, relax. Good, from here we're going on to our backs again. Oh, we haven't stretched, sorry. Going a bit crazy here. Take the soles of those feet together. So your knees are wide, hips are nice and open. Just take hold of those feet, then lean yourself forwards over the legs. And if you want to increase that stretch, you're just pushing those elbows into your legs, pulling yourself down. Good, then we're going to go onto our backs. And we're finding a flattened position. Just pull my trousers up. So, really tucked under, lose that gap. Excuse me, and then bring both legs into your tabletop position. You're going to take your hands beside your knees. And if your neck isn't feeling too sore, you're nodding the head and lifting the shoulders. As you breathe out, one leg is going to reach long and away from you, the other leg stays bent. Inhale to come back to the center, and then the other leg goes long and away. Back to the center, we're swapping sides, reaching long and away. Back to the center, long and away. So it doesn't matter how high or low your leg is moving. It shouldn't touch the floor, just to hover if it is going that low. But what I want is the straightening through the knee. Keeping your flat back, so tummy stays tightened, use your pelvic floor. If you feel like you're losing that flat back, just check how low your leg is going and try and keep it a little bit higher. Your shoulders are away from the ears. You're taking nice deep breaths. If you are lifted, get that chin to chest position so you know the neck can stay nice and relaxed. Let's take 2 more on each side, reaching long and in, swapping sides, reaching long and in. 1 more on each side, reach long and in, reaching long and in, relaxing there, hug the knees in. Good, still in our flat back position, so make sure you're in that nice tucked under, strong position. Bring those legs back up to tabletop. This time your hands are behind your head, and we're going to nod the head, lift the shoulders off. So now as you're reaching one leg long and away from you, you're twisting towards the knee that you've left behind. Come back into the center. We're swapping sides, reaching long and twist. Back to the center. Reaching long and twist. Back to the center. So you still need to have the leg straightening as much as you can, as well as getting the upper body over towards the knee that's still in tabletop. And you want to move the whole of your upper body. Don't just move your elbow in towards your knee. You're going to lose some of that flat back as you twist. Find it as you come into the center. Tighten your tummy. Use your pelvic floor. Let's take 2 more on each side. Twisting over and center. Twisting over and center. Last one each side. Twist over and center. Twisting over and center, relaxing down. Hug those knees in. Rock from side to side. Still in your flat back. Nice and tucked under. This is your last one. This time as you lift your legs, we're going to lengthen them as much as you possibly can. Both legs together. If you can't maintain a nice long straight line through both legs, then add that slight bend at your knee. It doesn't matter if your knees are slightly bent. What I want is a longer position than when you would usually be in tabletop, and something that you can sustain. Hands are beside the knees. Again, you can either lift the upper body off, chin to chest, or leave your head drop down. So you're going to breathe out on a pulse, and as you do that, one of your legs is going to start to lower down towards the mat. So we're going to go pulse, pulse and lift, swapping sides. Down, down and lift. And lift. And lift. So it doesn't matter if the top leg that you're leaving behind is bent. What you want to have is the leg you're moving as long as you possibly can. So you're thinking, reach, reach further, and swap. Reach, reach further. It doesn't matter again how high or low that leg is travelling, you just want that length. You can keep it nice and high as long as you're in a flat back and your knee is straightened. And in. If your head is lifted, get your chin to your chest. Get your shoulders away from your ears. Let's take 2 more on each side. Down, down and lift. Down, down and lift. Last one on each side. Down, down and lift. Down, down and lift. Relaxing there. Go into a full body stretch. We're going to be on our sides next, but grab yourself a drink if you need one. So first of all, coming with bent legs. Remembering here that you've either got your arm out nice and long to rest your head on, that's uncomfortable, bend through the elbow and support your head in your hand. For this particular section of these exercises, you can keep your hand on top of your hip if you need to. Legs that are nice and bent, doesn't matter really how bent they are, as long as you can keep those feet glued together and one leg stays grounded. You want to avoid moving through your hips. This is just a hinging movement. So if you know that you are a bit unstable through your hips, hold on to that top one. Nice squeeze here. So you're going to be lifting the top knee up, keep the feet together, bring it back down. Lifting up and back down. Deep breaths. Lifting up and down. You should still be tightening your tummy. Lift up and down. We've got 4 more here. Lifting up and down. Lifting up and down. Last 2. Lift up and down. Lifting up and down. From there, we take those legs out long. Flex those feet and look down your body. If you can see your toes, you know you're in the right position. If you can't, bring those legs forwards. You can leave this top hand on your hip, which will help you to make sure that your hip is facing up towards the ceiling. But if you feel wobbly, you might want to bring it down to support you. Think about lifting up under your waist. Okay, so you're still engaging all the way through your tummy. We're going to lift the top leg up. Pointed, just to hip height, flex to come back down. Lifting up, pointed, flex to come back down. Breathe. So you're getting that movement through your ankle. We're really working on all the muscles in the hips that help to lift the leg away. And they're called your abductors. You've got 2 more here. Lifting up, flex down, lifting up, flexing down. We lift back up just to hip height. We're doing leg circles forwards for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest that leg down. Now you're going to lift this top leg up just to hip height. Bottom one comes to meet it. They come back down together. So you're working both legs here. Lift up, up and down. Lifting up, up and down. Tighten your tummy. Breathe and down. 4 more. lift, lift, and down. Lift, lift, and down. Last two. Lift, lift, and down. Lift, lift, and down. 8 double lifts. Come up for 8 and down. Breathe up and down. Hips on top of each other. Up and down. 4 more. Lift and down. Lift and down. Last two. Lift and down. Lift and down. Good. The next one, we continue with the double lifts. We're going to start to lift through the upper body a little bit. I think we did this at the beginning of the week. Every day rolls into one for me at the moment, so I can't quite remember. But if you are here, lifted up, I need you to drop that arm down. It won't be for long. So this arm that's nice and long on the floor, you're pressing into that hand. You can still use this hand down here for support, but eventually we want to be here as we lift, okay? So both legs are going to lift up. At the same time, press down into your upper body. So you're lifting, hinging through the waist and down. Hinging through the waist and down. So press through that arm. Don't just lift your head. You're trying to lift the whole of that upper body. So gap underneath there. And down. Let's do 4 more. Lift and down. Don't roll on those hips. Lift and down. 2 more. Lift and down. Lift and down. Relaxing there. Swapping sides. So just change the end of the mat that you're at. So remember, this arm is nice and long to rest your head on, or bending at the elbow, support the head with the hand. The first one, we take those legs bent, so we can do our clam openings. Take that hand on top of your hip, nice squeeze here. Feet stay together. We're lifting up and close. Lift up and close. Breathe, lift and close. Lift and close. 4 more. Lift and close. Lift and close. Lift and close. Last one. Lift and close. Good. Legs come out long. Flex those feet. Looking down. Can you see those toes? If not, bring those legs a little bit further forwards. So you can keep your hand here to make sure your hip stays on top. But if you are worried about that, you need to balance hand for support. Top leg lifts just to hip height. Flex to come back down. Point to lift. Flex down. Breathe. Point to lift. Flex down. Pick up under your waist. Point to lift. Flex down. Point to lift. Flex down. 4 more. We're lifting up. Flex down. Use your tummy, lifting up. Flex down. 2 more. Lifting up. Flex down. Lifting up. Flexing down. Lift that top leg up. We circle forwards for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop that leg down. Your top leg is going to lift up just to hip height. The bottom leg comes to meet it. They come back down. Lifting up, up and down. Lifting up, up and down. Breathe, lift up, up and down. 4 more. Lifting up, up and down. Lift, lift and down. Last 2. Lift, lift and down. Lift, lift and down. Double lifts for 8 and down. 7 and down. Tummy's in 6 and down. Breathe. 5 and down. 4 more and down. 3 and down. Last 2 and down. 1 and down. Remember to get that arm nice and long here, so if you are supporting the head, reach long. Can have this hand here for support, but if not, we're going to take it onto the hip. Pressing down into the arm that's long, so that you're lifting your upper body and your legs up and down. Make sure you're staying on top of those hips. Keep the tummy tightened, lifting through the upper body and down. Let's take 4 more. Lifting up, hinge and down. Hinge at your waist and down. Last 2, hinge and down, hinge and down. From there, roll onto your back. Take a nice full body stretch. Give those legs a little shake out. Then let's go on to our hands and knees. Grab yourself a drink if you need one. So as you come onto your hands and your knees, we just want to take the toes tucked under. With your hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. If your wrists are really sore here, you can drop down to your forearms if you need to. If your knees are sore, pop a cushion or something underneath there. So from here, as you breathe out, you're going to pull your tummy all the way in. Press into your hands and your feet to lift the knees away from the floor, just an inch or so. Inhale down. Exhale to lift. Inhale down. Excuse me. We're lifting up and down. Lifting up and down. If you are on your forearms, you're just a little bit lower to the ground. Still lifting up and down. Lifting up and down. So if you are on your forearms, keep your eyes down towards your mat. If you're on long arms, look just past your fingertips. And there we're just making sure that we're not dropping the head or lifting too high up with the head, both of which will put pressure through the top of your spine. You've got 4 more here. Lift up and down. Lifting up and down. Last 2. Lifting up and down. Lifting up and down. Relaxing there, roll through those wrists. So we're going to go into our planks. So yesterday's plank, we went from high to low, low back up to high, if that makes sense. If some of you didn't join in yesterday, it won't. Today we're going to go from low to high, high to low. So just mixing it up a little bit. I'm trying to make the planks a little bit more difficult for you and challenging, which I know that you all love so much. So we're going to bring our upper body to the front of the mat. You're on your forearms. Remember that you want your fingertips facing forwards. Don't close your hands in or open them out, especially for this one because you're changing position of your body. You're going to take one leg back behind you. Take the weight into those toes. The other leg is going to come to meet it. And you're going to find a nice strong plank position. If you're used to being in a high plank, this will feel harder. Once you've got that strong plank position, you're going to press one hand down. Push into that hand to lift yourself up. You can either stay here for a breath in and out, or if you're feeling strong, you come back down to your forearm, back down to your forearm, and there's where you relax in your plank. I'll talk you through it again. On your forearms, step 1 foot back, take the weight into the toes. The other leg comes to meet it. Find your strong plank position. Press one hand down, push up, bring the other hand up. Then you're going to come back down to your forearm, back down to your forearm, relaxing there. You need to find that strong plank position. So make sure that as you come into your plank, you're tucked under. Squeeze your bottom, pull your tummy in. Press down and lift. Bring your bottom up with you. Don't leave it behind you. Put pressure in your back. And you're coming back down. Don't leave the bottom behind. So each time you go from that plank transition, make sure you're lifting the whole of your body with you in that long line. You shouldn't have a dip or an arch where your bottom is. If your bottom is arched like this, then you're not working anything. If your bottom is dropped like this, you're just putting pressure through your spine, causing damage. So find that strong plank position. We're pushing up. Push up. Breathe. Come down. Come down. Relax there. We're going to do 2 more. Step back. Step back. Nice strong plank position. Lift up. Lift up. Come down. Come down. And relax. Last one. Step back. Step back. Strong plank. Come up and up. Down and down. Relaxing there. Take a nice roll through those wrists. Well done. Really good. We've got a nice long time to take a good stretch out. So just take hold of your fingers with the other hand. Reach your arm forwards and pull your fingers back. And what we're doing here is lengthening down the forearm, which is also going to help if you suffer from tight wrists. If you're not really feeling that too much, you can also do this one on your mat. That is a little bit more painful, so if you suffer from sore wrists, I'd suggest pulling the fingertips back. Relaxing there, we're doing the other hand, so take the hold of the fingertips, straighten the arm and pull the fingertips back. So you're lengthening down your forearm. You can, if you need to, take your hand onto the mat. Good, we're then going to sit with the legs out nice and long in front of us. Keep your legs nice and close together and reach forwards towards those toes. If you can't reach your toes, you're reaching towards them. If you can reach your toes, don't grab hold of them and pull, reach past them. So you're still increasing that flexibility. Holding here, dropping your head, taking nice deep breaths. From there, come back up. We're going to take one foot, bending the knee, place the foot in towards the other leg, which should be long and in front of you. And we're reaching down. Remember, if you can touch your foot, you're reaching past it, which will help you to continue improving that flexibility. If all you're doing is grabbing the foot, that's where you're stumping that stretch. Either reach towards or past that foot, dropping your head. And back up to sit tall with swapping legs. The other leg is long. Bring that leg into the side. Reaching towards or past that foot. You will find one side is slightly easier than the other. Lifting up, we're going back to 2 legs. So what we're looking for here is to see if stretching each out individually has improved your stretch forwards. So same thing, stretch towards or past those toes. Drop that head. Nice deep breaths. And relaxing there. Bring yourself to sitting, standing or kneeling, whichever is more comfortable for you. we're going to take our shoulder rolls back. And forwards. We're bringing the arms out to the sides. We're lifting up. We're stretching over. Come back to the centre. We're lifting up. We're stretching over. One more time on each side, lift yourself up, stretch over, we're lifting up, and we're stretching over. Relaxing there, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this week's classes. Remember to let me know how you found the session. If there's anything you want me to include, or if you need any advice or anything else. This weekend I'm going to try and get those extra exercises filmed for you to use if you want to still work on lifting up from the floor, the upper body, or in tabletop with both legs lifted. I'll try and get those done this weekend for you if I can persuade Andrew. Yeah, I hope you have a really lovely weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday. Take care. Bye bye.